Hello, traders. Welcome, episode 31. And Connor, good evening, sir.
Scotty, how are you? Man of the hour.
Look, I'm really well. And guys, Connor is back after some stuff he had to deal with. So welcome back, Connor, as well.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I missed you immensely.
And I'm sure the viewers did as well. And for people new to the channel and what we're doing here, this is like a weekly wrap-up of Connor and I have a meeting about our trades and if we're following the rules. And we decided we share this experience and our journey into Forex. And if we see anything entertaining or something worth talking about, we'll bring that up as well.
But we always do a risk disclaimer before we start talking trades.
I actually remembered. I was gonna do it right after. So you'll see, guys. We've got obviously the charts up. We're talking money and we're talking trading. So it's important to remember this is just educational and for entertainment purposes. It's not financial advice. If you are looking to get into Forex, I'd strongly probably recommend getting onto the Naked Forex Now forum, or just trading a demo account, not jumping in with real money, because it seems very enticing, but I can tell you it sort of ends in tears. Would you attest to that, Connor?
Yeah, I would recommend first and foremost Forex Tester. Then I would recommend demo account once you sort of get the gist of Forex Tester. And then I would recommend probably joining a forum like Naked Forex Now. You can get people into Forex Tester. You've got a good link where you get a
that
discount,
segue, Connor. I've brought it across now. It's on the screen, guys. So fuck, we're a smooth operation, aren't we?
Yeah.
So in the description section, guys, you'll find a link to purchase Forex Tester, where you can save around $50. Now this fluctuates. Currently it's $30. Sometimes it will change to up to $70 off. So, you don't have to buy it now. Maybe wait a little bit. Sometimes they have like pre-Christmas sales and stuff like that. But if you're really looking to get into it, currently you can save $30. And I would attest to and agree with Connor. Yeah, definitely Forex Tester is, and that's a one-off thing as well. So it's not like some back testing where you have to pay a monthly fee. If you want the better data, was that a one-off fee as well, Connor?
The better data, yeah, it's a one-off fee.
Yeah.
Yes. But when you're first starting off, the 20 pairs seems to be more than enough. It's once you really start getting into it, go on to the other crazy ones.
And the better data as well is ECN. So that will mean it will really be a lot more accurate than, like Connor said, and you get more data pairs as well. But anyway, guys, besides that, we'll get into the charts. Now, the first trade to mention is obviously my USD CAD got closed out. That was a bit of a long-running pair. It caught a bounce, but we're on to the USD Yen now. My entry was at 112,668, and it's slightly just below entry, 0.4 lots, so, around 1% with this. No take profit. I'll be looking for at least a 1R to move to break even, and stop loss down at 111,606, so pretty low down. And it's a little frustrating. It sort of moved pretty nicely, and then it's sort of hovering around entry level now.
So Scotty, is this a trend trading system you're using?
Yeah, so guys, just to explain, so I've got a 2 standard Bollinger Band running here as well. The red line here is the 55-day moving average, and then a 200-day moving average. So like Connor just said, this is trend trading. So we're looking for a trend on the daily to really sort of, it's not actually uptrending on the daily where you've got the 55 above the 200, but the 4 hour to me was good enough, and that's sort of why I took this trade. Obviously,
what signal did you take to get in? Was it just a strong bullish candle?
Yeah, okay, so what I did was, this was not so much the candle, it was more it was that small little kangaroo tail. It wasn't so much price action, but I put the entry in. It was a bit aggressive, so there wasn't actually a candle that signaled it. I just sort of put it in and looked like it was going to break, and I got triggered and got a little lucky because that huge candle there that triggered me, and then the other one, and then I expected a bit of a retrace because obviously that was such a big move. It did. And now it's back on again. So no real specific candle, just sort of the general flow of things. So Connor's more, we'll go to your chart now, Connor. We'll go to the the New Zealand Swissy, and we can
Yeah,
talk
that's
about
probably a good example.
yeah.
So I got closed out of this one last week.
Yep.
And I took this off a specific candle that was on a support and resistance line.
Yep.
I like to have my stops pretty loose. I don't like them tight. So I put my stop. It was roughly around the 0.68 sort of area. 0.6804. I think I had it at.
You did.
And that managed to end up taking off. I got about 193 pips out of that. And I took it up, and it ended up going through a zone and bouncing back off it. But yeah, I was happy with that one. In saying that, nothing's perfect. I was in an opposite one on the New Zealand. So I went long New Zealand Swissy, and then I went short New Zealand CAD, and I ended up just about 0.5% up.
Oh, I see. So you would have moved the stop lot. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That actually really worked out pretty well. And then it did bounce. And you had an opposite.
Yes.
Yeah.
It did bounce, and yeah.
And then we could probably touch on the USD Swedish krona as well. We've got time still.
Yes. I ended up, I was in that for about a month, and only ended up breaking even on that. But it was good just to test on to see if I was going to hold my grip, not move my stop loss a lot. I've worked out a lot of things this year. I've worked out I'm pretty good at just waiting and being patient. Once I'm in a trade, if I'm waiting and haven't been in a trade for a while, I get myself a little bit frustrated, and that's something I'm working on. However, once I'm in a trade, I really find I don't panic or anything. I just let it run, which a lot of people can't do, Scotty. Like even some of the experienced traders like Reema and stuff on the calling him out, he's been like, yeah, wow, I wouldn't have waited that long. You've done well.
It appears that is. Even I was watching one of videos from Walter with his European update. I think it was yesterday, and he mentioned, I can't quite remember the trade he took. It might have been in CAD Yen or something, and it turned against him, and he said, yeah, he was going to close it out before it hit the stop loss. So I guess, I guess with a lot of experience might come some discretionary, interference when it comes to closing the trade out. But I'll get my USD CAD up as well, because that was a long running one as well, and I'm the same. I just sort of don't have any expectations now, and don't, I just let it do its thing.
Was that on the 4 hour?
Yeah, it was. So that was a sell trade that I made.
Okay, because it's almost trending again in a
it is
in a bullish way.
Yeah, so a couple of candles went downwards for me, and then it bounced up, and it never really looked like it was going to come down. It was a bit choppy, it's a very choppy uptrend, but this one actually, it could collapse a little bit, but it looks like it's going to probably break higher.
I've got an S&R zone at 1.247. So if this bounced off that, not that I'd take it, my 4 hour chart testing went disastrous towards the end of it, so I'm not doing that at the moment. But maybe, I don't know, maybe that'd be good.
The daily, is that a big shadow for you? Obviously, it's going into resistance, so that's a problem.
No, I like a big shadow. I've got actually on my chart's a bit different to yours. I've got a kangaroo tail turning up, but it's not a special looking one.
No, what about the previous candle, that big bullish candle?
Oh yeah, the previous one. Yeah, no, but
it's headed into.
No, because it's not on a support and resistance line, and it's going against the trend as well. I wouldn't take that.
Yeah, yep. I think you're right. Look, there's not a lot other than the trades we're in, guys. There's nothing really else to talk about. I'll get the Twitter up as well, and we're sort of chugging along there. Guys, if you haven't checked the Twitter out, here's the handle, Trade Talk Pippin. And pretty much, you can find all the stuff we post about here. I'll go. We've got some interesting people that have added us recently. But I guess it's always like that. You're going to get some interesting. And Hugh Hefner passed away as well today.
Yes, that's
the great. I don't know.
I just don't get it. Like, why didn't they say when he died? They're like, oh, and he changed the way people looked at sex forever. I'm like, why don't you just say that he's a guy who made a lot of money out of selling sex? Like, why do you have to try and paint him into some god? Like, he realized there was a market there, he jumped on it. He took, he held the bull by the horns and just rode it, and he did really well out of it. He couldn't have gave a crap about changing people's values and perception about sex. He just wanted to make some money out of it. Like, we all know that. Why are we trying to make him out to be a god? Rant over. Thank you very much.
I thought that was good. That was good, on topic. Yeah, well, because I watched a few news stories on it. Because obviously, a few channels
covered
covered
out that he was an angel.
Yeah, they did. But also, let's just to finish up, guys. Bitcoin back on as a rally as well, which was interesting because China banned initial coin offerings as well. So hovering around 4,200. So I just thought I'd mention that because I noticed that today. I was having a look at the chart.
I'm making a call now. Like I said, this isn't advice. This is just my looking into the future, making a prediction. Bitcoin's going to go to shit. I think regulation will come in. I just can see it happening.
Yeah, and it's scary.
It's like once monetary policy tightens, if it ever tightens, they're not going to want people making more money. You know what I mean? It defeats the purpose of monetary policy tightening, and I just can't see governments letting that fly.
Yeah, good point.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, it is. I think that's a good way to end it, Connor. But thank you again for joining us.
Yeah.
Wow.
And stay off my lawn.
Thanks for joining us, Connor. Everyone, thank you for watching, and have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you, Connor.
All right. See you, Scotty.